Wait,
Or
hold
what?
on. I just want to listen to the audio really quick so I can see if I need to shut off the AC or not.
Okay, while we're doing this, can you tell me if my hair looks frizzy?
No, looks the same as it always looks, which is amazing.
That sounded hella hateful for Welcome back to another episode of Cyberunks.
Welcome
I'm your
back.
host, Miriam.
And I'm your other host, Miriam.
Alright, well, today I wanted to pay tribute to our generated.
This is how we're starting. First, I think we should apologize. We missed last week's episode. I know our fans were really probably upset about that. I know I
Yes.
was. But, sometimes life gets in the way.
I don't
So
even
we
know.
apologize.
We missed last week's episode because last week was a tough week. And this week was also a tough
Every
week.
week is a tough week,
It,
literally.
it appears so.
Literally. It's so hard to film when you just have to work around so many people's schedules. It's like not just us,
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. It's part of it. It's part of the come up, so.
One
But
day
yeah,
we're going to have a
we
studio.
apologize. One day we will have a studio and it will be amazing.
You know
We'll
what
show
actually
up on time.
came to mind the other day? And I was like, there's no way this is going to happen. And you know what? Like, there's no way in hell this is going to happen.
Don't say that.
But I do. No, it's fine. It's fine to be realistic. I'm a very pragmatic person. Like, my heads are never in the clouds. But what if this podcast blows up so much that we're at the second Michael Jackson movie premiere?
Oh my god.
Whoa!
You know what? That's not impossible. I feel like that's not impossible.
They
And you
had
know what?
Ace from Love Island on there. Like, they had like everybody.
Well, I think he had a much greater cultural impact than us, to be honest. But you never know. And maybe we could just be there as fans, like the fans who won the raffle, like the Make-A-Wish,
So the only way we will be there is if we have a very big life altering event.
Well, I think
God
if
forbid.
we're there, we're there. Like
Yeah.
any way we get there, I'll be happy with it.
No, I was like watching a TikTok yesterday, and it was like a guy rating all like how people were dressed at the Michael movie premiere, and it literally looked
Oh my
like
god, we show up in Michael's drag. That would be the best.
Michael drag. Oh, like male drag.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be the. I'll
Literally?
be Michael before, and you'll be Michael after.
Well,
Sorry.
now we're not seeing Michael in heaven. Thanks
No,
a
no.
lot,
Oh god, no.
Michael.
Am
I
I gonna
love
have
you.
to
If you're
Michael,
listening,
that was just a joke, and I know you'd be laughing at that if you were here with us.
I don't know her. I'm joking. I love you, Michael.
Please
Anyways,
invite us to the premiere of the second movie if it happens.
he's not the one sending the invitations. No, I'm joking. Speaking of Michael Jackson drag, tell me why. I go and I watch the Michael Jackson movie. This was like 4 weeks ago, and I'm still talking about it. But I go and like on a Friday, and then on the Monday, we have an open house at work. So I'm like putting on like my best like not business like sort of like put together outfit.
Professional wear,
Because I
yeah.
like, because at my work, I'm very thankful we don't have like a strict dress code. Just because like, we're like, some people are out of office all day, like doing like, very like client facing things and like very like things that require a lot of movement. So we're very thankful that they just want us to be comfortable. So most days, like I'm wearing like jeans or like sweats, like I don't really think about it that much. But because it was a kind of a special event, I thought, okay, let me put on something a little bit nicer. So
Right.
I put on like black trousers, like dress pants, and a like white button-up shirt. And I show up and I'm like talking to my coworker and I'm like, oh, when I saw the Michael Jackson movie over the weekend, she was like, oh yeah, me too. And she was like, why are you dressed? Is that why you're dressed like Michael Jackson? And
Wow.
listen, no shade. No shade.
No, but like,
No shade.
I mean, that.
I mean,
What do you say to that though? Okay, and what'd you say to her?
I said no shade. Like no, I don't know. I don't remember
Thank
what I
you.
said. But I was like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I said he didn't trademark like white button-ups, but sorry. No, but
I don't even know what you're talking about.
like I was
Where are you going with that?
I don't know. But anyways, I was like, oh, okay, T. But yeah, it was literally just like a white button up and black pants. But you know what? I know what she means. I just needed like that hat. But anyways, I digress. So in honor of, since we're already talking about Michael Jackson, well, I was planning on doing this anyways. I would like to pay tribute to our generation's greatest artist,
The king of pop.
the king of pop, the king of R&B, the king of rap, Drake.
Oh, the king of pop.
So recently, I don't know if you've heard, but Drake actually dethroned Michael Jackson for the most number one hits on a Billboard for a male artist. Super well deserved, I think. I mean, really, Michael Jackson did not stand a chance. His lyrics are very like half-assed. Like, you know, Drake is just that much more intellectually
So
stimulating.
Are we trying to go to the premiere or not?
I think if they watch till the end. Only if
They're
they
gonna
watch
take
till
this
the end.
clip out of context, and now
No.
everything's ruined. Everything
Jafar?
that we've been building.
Jafar, if you're watching, watch till the end. Oh, also, did you know that Jafar's brother's name is Your Majesty?
No, I didn't, but it's a wonderful name.
It's got to be the best name I've ever heard. Like
Your
Your
Majesty?
Majesty.
Just
Yes.
like you wanted to go with the name Majesty
Majesty.
or Your Majesty, but you
I think
had
they
to
wanted to
stick
be
with
like
the J.
like a J, like Jermaine, Jafar, Your Majesty. But yeah, nonetheless. So yeah, so congratulations to Drake. And in honor of this, I wanted to play a little game.
Sure, let's do it.
So, what I will have you do, Billy on the Street style, is guess, is this a Michael Jackson lyric or is this a Drake lyric?
Okay.
All right. You're too high to get over, you're too low to get under. You're stuck in the middle and the pain is thunder.
Michael Jackson.
I was in a dream hotel before I was in the loop like a carabiner.
That's tough. Drake.
So open the door and you will see there are no secrets, make your move, set me free.
Michael Jackson.
Other than me talking about the way I'm flippin' dough like Little Caesars.
Has to be Drake.
Save me from this living hell, save me 'cause I want to heal.
MJ.
Now the penthouse in Bahamas is right next to Jordan like I'm Lebanese.
I'm gonna go with Drake on that one.
'Cause the will has brought no fortune, still I cry alone at night.
Michael Jackson.
He's so sensitive. I'm greater than everybody, like some shredded cheese.
Drake.
Those sweet memories will always be dear to me.
Michael Jackson.
Girls from girls from Atlanta call me Santa.
Maybe Drake?
Just because you read it in the magazine or see it on a TV screen, don't make it factual, though everybody wants to read all about it.
Michael Jackson. Okay, my brother just came home.
Don't matter, we're keeping going.
Okay.
Yeah, baby, you finer than your cousin, and your cousin fine, but she don't make my heart but she don't have my heart beating double time.
Drake.
I've searched for the perfect love all my life.
Michael Jackson.
Say that you're a lesbian girl? Me too.
Drake.
Nothing can stop this burning desire to be with you.
Michael Jackson.
Ice cream conversations, they all want the scoop.
Drake.
I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love.
Michael Jackson.
I'm not with the rah-rah, I'm a dada.
Drake.
You're trapped in halls and my face is the walls. I'm the floor when you fall.
Michael Jackson.
Always a real head turner like Tina. Got they head spinning like ballerinas.
Drake.
Nope. I actually wrote that lyric.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. Are you for real?
So,
Can
okay.
repeat that? Repeat that.
Always a real head turner like Tina. Got they head spinning ballerina.
That's pretty good. That could pass as Drake.
Yes, that's why it's funny. Because it could pass as Drake. Although I will say, so we don't get a cease and desist. I looked it up. Listen, I came up with this lyric on the bus. So when I was on the bus, I was like, wow, this is so good. But then I got home and I was like, someone had to have done the Tina Turner got their heads turning kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I look it up and I'm like, if something similar has been like said before, I'm sure like a quick Google search will reveal everything. Apparently a freestyle rapper has said a similar, very much like Head Turner, Tina, like very much the same lyric. But I will say I don't listen to freestyle rap, so there's no way I could have heard that lyric before. But I will, all credit to the artist. Listen, I'm not coming for your dough. I'm not coming for your bread. I will never write rap, whatever it is. Like, this was just like a joke. So please.
Yeah, and I know we're making jokes here, but as Canadians, we're closer to Drake than we could ever be to Michael Jackson. So no disrespect to Drake. Honestly, I feel he's definitely a pioneer, and he put Canada on the map. Let's be honest.
Justin Bieber put Canada on the map.
But Drake did as well. Justin Bieber still has, like, when was the last time Justin brought up Canada?
The Yukon.
He meant Yukon as in the Yukon that's in the States, I think.
Not Northwest Territories in Yukon.
I don't think so.
I didn't even know there was a Yukon in the territory in the United States.
I think there is a Yukon in the United. Should I look it up? Let me look it up real quick. Let's fact check.
I will say though, like, if there is a Canadian artist that really, brought Canada forward, I'd say it's Justin Bieber, not Drake. Nothing wrong with Drake. Listen, I will say dropping 3 albums at the same time, it's like you want your music to be treated like McDonald's. Like, why are you trying to get as many people through the drive-through as possible?
Yeah, you and this McDonaldization.
McDonaldization. I love how I still haven't learned how to say it. No, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a Yukon in the United States?
I kind of gave up on that. I was gonna. Which Yukon is Justin Bieber referring to?
As if they'll know that. Just see if there's a Yukon in the U.S.
Cause like, why would he be in Yukon? Like, who's in Yukon? I didn't even know people were there.
That's really offensive. There
I'm
are
sorry.
people in Yukon.
I thought, okay. Well, I was thinking, I know there's like the GMC Yukon. There's also Yukon, Oklahoma City. But there's also the Yukon Territory, which is in Canada. And why would anyone be in Yukon? No offense. But like, that's not really the destination.
Pretty big indigenous population there.
Well, obviously, yes. You're trying to spin something right now, and I don't appreciate it.
Got their heads spinning like ballerinas.
Oh,
that's all I'm gonna say. Either way, I mean, Chapo Roan said, "I'm moving to Saskatchewan." Are you gonna say who's in Saskatchewan too?
Well, I already know there's no one in Saskatchewan.
There is many people in Saskatchewan. I don't know. I don't like the narrative that, like,
No.
We don't have anything in Canada.
No, we
Matter
have
of fact,
lots
I
of
saw a
things in
TikTok yesterday of a lady saying that the devil doesn't even exist in Canada. She was like, Satan does not go to Canada. I don't know what she meant by that. And she looked a little delirious. And she had her comments turned off. So
Maybe it's because
couldn't
it's too
get.
cold. Maybe
No, I think she meant like because people are like really nice. I don't
people are
know.
not nice here, and our history isn't nice either. If we really want to talk about it.
Well, yes, that's true. um. Well,
Thank
thanks
you for that
tuning in.
segment. I appreciate you planning something for us.
Absolutely, I love a small activity. But yeah, I think a lot of like I feel like I had more time, I could have potentially pulled better lyrics for both of them. Um, it is what it is. I literally did all of this like on the bus this morning, so
No,
that's why.
you really pulled something together. But again, I just want to say that Drake, if you're watching this, I don't associate with her.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm a big Drake supporter, and I think honestly, it's
Name one Drake song.
Hotline Bling.
N- Well, that's 2016. Name one Iceman song.
One Iceman song.
Probably Iceman.
Janice STFU.
You know what is actually so funny? There's that one lyric that's like, they got the Iceman was a nice man. Now I'm hot and cold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need
People-
him.
People were like betting like in advance about if he's gonna make a lyric about like Iceman. I used to be a nice man, now I'm just an Iceman or something like that. Like people were betting, and the odds were like at 90% or something.
I'm glad some people got paid.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just I feel like the problem. Well, let's look at the bigger picture for a second. This isn't just like a Drake thing. Like Drake, you know what? I respect him because he kind of knows what he's after. Like even most of his lyrics are literally just about like getting money and being like the greatest. Which I'm sure some people view him as that. But, it's really all about money at this point. I don't find that anything coming out recently is anything but sort of like a cash grab. I talked about this before. But like why are they coming out with a Jumanji 3 this year?
Who is going to watch Jumanji though? Is it just children? Or it must be really cheap to make, but I feel like there would be a lot of special effects involved.
You'd think so. And also, have you ever seen the original Jumanji?
I think so. I know I've only seen like the remake with The Rock, like the first remake.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't remember if I've seen the first remake or not, but I assume it was like kind of like a bar for bar, the original Jumanji.
Mm-hmm.
The original Jumanji was sort of like an open and shut. It's like, okay, this is the beginning, middle, and I don't know. Potentially, there is room for it to have like a sequel, but also there is a reason why they didn't do a sequel because it was already such like a fulfilling movie.
Mm-hmm.
To me, when a movie that is already really good has a whole bunch of sequels, and not only is it a sequel or like a remake, but also the remake has sequels, you're like milking a dead cow. Not even beating a dead horse. You're milking a dead cow.
I don't appreciate that imagery, but thank you.
So like how good is and I mean, I think people are pretty over The Rock and Kevin Hart. Like it was cute in like 2019.
Yeah.
Their whole like roasting each other dynamic. Now it's kind of like, okay.
I would appreciate it if they did something original on their own, Like I think they are like a good comedy duo, and I think they have like they're already successful, so I feel like they should just try and do something original, like write something original like White Chicks or something. I feel like that would be good.
Yeah. Well, now you're giving them the idea. Maybe they'll remake White Chicks.
Oh god, I feel like that has to be in the works. Has to be. I feel like it has to be in the works. I feel like I've heard something about that recently.
what do you watch when everything is a remake of a movie that's already like you've already seen and it's like already pretty good, and then and you know the remake isn't gonna be the same, mainly because we're not in the same headspace we were in the times that these movies were originally made.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like they always try and apply like 2020s to these movies. Like I know in The Devil Wears Prada 2, I didn't watch the movie again. We talked about it last episode, but I know there was like some references to like something they're posting something and it went viral, and like there's always someone live streaming in these new movies. There's always someone like posting a video that accidentally goes viral. And I feel like they try so hard to make it relatable, but like we don't necessarily like have to relate to it. Like I feel like if they were to set a movie in the like 2000s and make it now, I feel like I would still be interested. And I don't know, it's a movie, like it's supposed to be imaginative, it's supposed to be like an escape from reality. It doesn't always have to be like so accurate to like what's happening in the world right now. Like we don't need to talk about COVID and euphoria. Like I know it's very real, we all know it, but like it's kind of like it's kind of been done now, we've all experienced it. So I don't understand why they feel the need to include it and everything.
No, I totally agree. And with the COVID point, I absolutely hated all the seasons that were COVID seasons in shows because it's too recent. You don't like it's now is the perfect time for a movie about like 9/11, not the perfect time for a movie about COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just like last year. Are
And
you serious?
I feel like the impacts, we're still facing the impacts, and I feel like as a society we haven't been far enough away from it to really analyze everything and to really see like the long lasting impacts of not even just like being home, but like all the new radical ideologies that really got popularized during that time. But yeah, the only show that made sense to include COVID was Grey's Anatomy, but I know like that season dropped like 2021 or 2022. It's like we just were there. We just experienced this all, and it was a really tough watch. That was my last season of Grey's Anatomy. It was like season 57. I had to tap out.
No, you're right. If it's like a medical show, then like a COVID season makes sense because that's kind of the heart of what the show is. It's about, pathologies and stuff. So that's fine. We were actually, I was talking to a doctor today, and she was saying that COVID changed the way everyone looks at at like getting sick or like getting a cold. She was like, because of how like obviously drastic the measures were for COVID, people don't know or they don't really think to go back to like old remedies, like literally like honey and tea or like Vicks Vapor Rub or whatever, because like, and obviously rightfully so, like it changed the way we perceive like the common cold. So, and that's still happening today. So that's, the effect. It's not like the plague. Like the plague, no one's thinking about the plague today, or like not in the common areas of the world. I know it still affects some areas, but like, it has affected the way we look at getting sick, and that hasn't faded yet. So I don't want you to give me a play of my reality. Right?
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, like it's, I don't like, and then, I was actually thinking about canceling my Netflix subscription over the weekend, and I like spoke to my dad who pays for it. So I was like, hey, like, how do you feel about us canceling Netflix? And he was like, but I think your brothers use it. And I'm like, yeah, but like there are alternatives. And then he was like, yeah, he was kind of hesitant, so that's why I didn't end up canceling it. But it's like they're giving us the most like recycled, low effort, I'm assuming also like not that big of a budget, like TV shows and movies. Like, do you know, have you seen the trailer for the new Jennifer Lopez office drama, like Office Romance?
No, I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah, have you seen Ted Lasso?
Yes. Well, I know of Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso is so good. That's an example of actually what I want them to go back to making. It's, even though I'm not like, I don't watch sports shows or anything, but like it has such an emotional depth. But the guy, like the main boy, not the coach, the main soccer player from Ted Lasso, is starring alongside Jennifer Lopez in a office romance drama produced by Netflix.
Wow, that's wonderful.
I literally saw that and I dropped to my knees. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's what we need. That's why you raised my subscription by $1 for that. Thank you. Thank you.
And it's never just $1.
It's
It's
not.
my dignity as well.
Yeah, it is. And for me, my last straw with Netflix was interesting because they pushed me to cancel the subscription. It was with the latest season of Black Mirror. There was like an episode, spoiler alert, where it's like it was something related to health. I don't really remember, but like I think the wife was like dying, but like with this like new medical technology they can like pay a subscription and she can stay alive, and like they would keep upping the prices but like reducing the amount that she's getting with each subscription. And it's like at some point it got to the point where like they can't even afford, like the basic becomes the super basic, and then that becomes super super basic, and then they can't even afford like the minimum level, and like the minimum level was like less, they're getting less than what they were paying for beforehand. And I was like, I think it was called Common People, the episode. They were like on the common level. And that's when I knew it's time to tap out. It's time to tap out, because why am I paying more now? With when I first got onto the ads thing, I got on there like as soon as possible, and they had no ad deals at the moment. Like nothing. I was getting like an ad every like 3 episodes. It was amazing. I was paying like $5.99 every month, and then it was just like more ads and more ads and more ads, and then you're upping the price but you have more ads, you're running more ads. Like why would I pay more to get less? Why would I pay more to have like my favorite TV show be canceled and for you to make this new Jennifer Lopez rom-com that nobody asked for? Like there's so many shows, like if you know, you know, there was this one show called Society on Netflix. It ran for 1 season. It ended on a cliffhanger. That's it. And then it was canceled. It was like such a good show. Canceled. Done. And I've never forgiven them for that. And I won't go back to Netflix. I won't. If I'm moving anywhere, it would probably be Crave for sure, because they have HBO and they have Canadian originals, and it's good to support local production. So
Yeah, no, literally. And when you do like something, like let's say, you know, for example, Dubai Bling. I like Dubai Bling. I love Dubai Bling. It's, you know, it's kind of like something you just throw on and you watch with your family. And we've been waiting for a season. They haven't dropped the season, and now it appears that they're not making a follow-up season, which is fine. I know, because with reality, it is a little bit more difficult, because these are real people, and if they choose to drop out and say, I'm not doing it anymore, not that, yeah, and they choose to say, like, hey, like, I don't really want my life out there anymore.
yeah.
Netflix can't really do anything about that, especially if their contract is up. So that's why it seems like a lot of, like, the main characters are dropping out, and they don't find it, like, worth it to make another season. But, for example, like, with Stranger Things, I watched the first like season, and it seems like people really loved it. So Netflix milked the hell out of it and made it into like, what was it, 5 seasons?
5 seasons, yeah.
5 seasons, and they have a mother, Millie Bobby Brown, playing like a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Like, you guys could have literally wrapped it up at like season 3. But you wanted to keep, like, the cash cow. Like, I don't know why all my references are cow-related, but...
Yeah. I think, well, a big thing, too, is, like... I think with Stranger Things, it's kind of, like... It's also that. It's also wanting to milk it, but also it's, like, these people start out... Like, Stranger Things started out as kind of, like, an indie show, and it was, like, lower budget. It gave it, like, this really eerie vibe. But then it got super popular, so they were given more money. So obviously with the more money, you want to do bigger. You want to go bigger. And then at season 5, it got to a point where, like, it was like you were watching a Marvel movie. It was so just so dramatic, and there was so much extra like special effects and everything, to the point where like I think they were more worried about like how do we do this like physically, how do we get like how do we produce this, instead of like focusing on the plot, which is, I feel like what's really hurting us is like they want it to be something like visually like catching, I like it grabs you, and they don't really focus on the plot anymore. And it's like that whole thing where they talk about how Netflix knows that people are like scrolling on their phones while watching these shows, so they purposely don't put as much effort in the plot and just make it so like anytime you look up from your phone screen, like you can figure out what's going on. That's why they keep repeating things. That's why they keep like making the same analogies, keep explaining things, and I feel like that's what's really killing us. Like that's what's making it really hard to watch.
And close the door. Just close it for now. Put it on the side and close it. The door. No, put it here. Put it. Oh Lord. Okay, close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Oh. And when you're talking about Marvel, that actually brings up a second point for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's the catch of being a part of an iconic franchise.
Yes.
Have you noticed that it sort of not kills the art, like the actors' career? It doesn't kill it, obviously, because they're making like a crap load of money. They're like basically now like a sort of iconic figure. But it also makes them that thing. You know what I mean? Like there was a clip that I recently saw of Cynthia Erivo. She was doing like an interview with a magazine, I think, and they were playing some sort of game where she identifies where each quote is from her like work and stuff. And there was obviously a Wicked quote. And she was like, "Oh, you're gonna throw in a Wicked quote? Can we like stop talking about Wicked? It's like we've talked about it like to hell, basically."
Mm-hmm.
And that sort of like brought into my mind the idea that if you are a part of a like iconic movie series or like a cultural moment, like Marvel movies or like Game of Thrones or whatever it is, you are sort of, that thing, unfortunately, because like it's iconic and like that's the role you're gonna be known for. You're gonna have to work extra hard to get out of that, so there's really a catch-22 with landing a big role.
Yeah, I think it's also like once you've done the Marvel movie and you've gotten that paycheck, it's like now you're holding yourself to that standard. You're like, obviously, like your next movie, you're not going to take any less than what you got paid for that. So they're not going to be pursuing like the lower budget movies with the better writing, with the better stories, because those movies aren't getting the Marvel funding.
Mm-hmm. I feel like, and that sort of circles, it's like a perfect circle where it's money. It's not an art anymore. It's literally all about money. It's about how much can I make, as opposed to, is what I'm making new? Is what I'm making going to change anything? Or am I just playing Iron Man for the 30th time? Like,
Yeah.
not to call RDJ out. Like, he's great and he does it well.
He
But
does,
also,
and I think, I mean, have you seen him in anything else recently?
I haven't seen him in anything ever other than Marvel.
Oh, okay, period. I know there was
Like,
one movie that he did where he did blackface, but other than that.
whoa.
What do you mean, whoa? I'm just calling it as I see it.
Was it a part of the plot?
It was like Jumanji, but like Robert Downey Jr. in blackface.
Our next movie night.
Right.
Wow, this does remind me of our fallen prime minister. R.I.P.
Oh god. Oh my god, don't. I was like, we have to do one episode where we do not bring up Canadian politics. We're like,
Canadian politics is so funny though.
it's so funny. Oh my god. It's like my dream to introduce it to the world. I just need everyone to know. What is the nature of your thoughts, gentlemen, when you say such words? What is it? What did he say?
Oh, I think that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my personal favorite is one that if I say it, we're gonna get put under for sure. It's I don't know if it's Rob Ford or Doug Ford. I'm pretty sure they were both mayors.
Yes.
It was one of them. One of the
Yes.
brothers. And he says, I'm gonna say the second one, I've got enough to eat at home. No. Look it up.
Imagine being a mayor and
Imagine
like,
being his wife.
I mean, that wasn't even the worst thing he did. I'm pretty sure he was caught on camera smoking crack. Like, I don't think at that point the bar is on the floor of hell.
Like, they open his office door and it's just like a cloud of smoke. Although I don't think
Rest in peace, though.
Oh, did he die?
I think he did. Yeah.
Rest
May
in
God
heaven,
rest
King.
his soul. And he really brought us so many good moments.
All of our icons have died. Who do we have to live for?
Drake.
Yes.
Yes.
That, you know.
He said, "I want a long life, a legendary one. I want a quick death and an easy one. I want this
Oh.
drink and another one. And I'm
Bar,
troublesome."
bar. No, that's hilarious. But Canadian politics, so funny. You don't even like. Our prime minister for the longest time was a drama teacher. So, what even?
By the way, if you're American and you're watching this, Justin Trudeau is actually not our prime minister anymore. I don't know if you knew that. A lot of people see him with Katy Perry and they think that, oh, the Canadian prime minister is hanging around Coachella. No, that is not the case. He stepped down, I think, a year and a half ago now, maybe.
Yeah, almost
Year
2
and a
years,
half
yeah.
ago, almost 2 years. And we have a new prime minister. His name is Mark Carney, and you should look into him.
Harvard goalie.
Oh, right. God.
Yeah,
We're always
yeah,
dropping lore. Carney
whole-
lore.
a whole bunch of different accomplishments, but Harvard goalie is the one that I usually find on the tip of my tongue.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like the also the advisor to like the the prime minister of finance in the UK as well. Like he had like, I don't know how old he is, like 65 or something, but he had those 65 years and he did like 120
He's not
years.
65.
He is.
He's
But he did
not.
120 years worth of work in those 65 years. He has done everything.
Is he really 65? You know that for certain? He's 61.
Okay.
And he
I
looks
wasn't-
good.
I wasn't like terribly off or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's our prime minister. Let's go prime minister for prime minister. Prime minister for president US.
Yeah. Speaking of, this is we can maybe cut this out. It might be a little controversial.
That's
but
fine.
they dropped like the new recent Love Island cast or whatever, and people are already looking into them on Twitter, and they're like saying, oh, they were in this picture like 5 years ago with the Trump flag in the background. And it's like, I don't understand how you think that can get someone pulled off of a show when more than half of your country voted for him. Like, maybe you need to stop doing this kind of like advocate work post the election and maybe get in those booths. Maybe talk to your family members. That's what I think. 'Cause like, is it that insane for someone to be a Trump supporter in 2026? I mean, not saying that I am. I mean, I'm just saying.
Pulls out the MAGA hat.
No. I'm Canadian and I'm a Canadian liberal.
She
But-
she owns an American flag bikini.
No.
That's all you need to know about her.
No,
I'm
I
just
definitely
joking.
do not.
We're a one piece kind of family.
Yes, we are.
I wear a
but
tankini. No, I'm joking.
She
Enough.
doesn't. She wears
Sorry, guys.
the wetsuit.
I wear the hijab, the hijabi. I don't go swimming. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, right.
You're right. No, you know what? I agree. You also, I thought that we were, we have all these freedoms and like people can support whoever they want and they can do whatever they want. What kind of freedoms are these? Listen, I'm not saying support terrible people, but I'm saying you say you have freedom of speech, but like, what makes you think they're gonna get pulled off of the
of the show. Like
Sydney Sweeney is literally headlining a third
literally,
season of Euphoria,
literally,
and her whole family is MAGA.
literally. Like this is not like it's not 2020 anymore. Unfortunately, like looking back on that time, everyone was so woke. It was just like it went by so quickly. Like there were like multi-billion-dollar corporations like advocating for the Black Lives Matter movement. It's like what a time, what a time. But we're not living in those times anymore. We have like the whole thing with Dylan Mulvaney where she did the campaign for Bud Light and people were like dragging her and they were saying how could you have this person be representing us, and Bud Light, did they back her up? No, they didn't. They completely backtracked. They said, you know what, you guys are right, and they like replaced her.
It's because, okay, here's the thing about the world we live in today. Newsflash, the only thing anyone cares about is money. No one, no, you know, they only care about money. Bud Light did it because they saw that she had a huge following on TikTok, and they saw everyone following her Girlhood series. The second their conservative or main audience, aka men who throw on the Super Bowl and throw back 17 beers in one sitting,
And
once
then
they were like,
do some things after.
yeah, probably break the TV.
Yes. I
Once
know their
they're-
family's sitting at home praying that their team wins so they can
Yeah,
sleep
literally.
peacefully.
Or like, if my daddy's gonna, okay, anyways, I'm not gonna say that, too controversial. But anyways, so once their core audience decided that, well, why not get Travis Kelce or whoever the fuck plays like ball to do the commercials, they're like, oh, we're so sorry, drops her, and they get, I don't know, whoever.
I'm not sure if they replaced her or what, but I know for a fact that they apologized. Apologized for what? For what? Like that's so insane. How are you gonna not back up the person that just like was the face of your brand? Like how are you gonna like be so like bad faith?
Well, it's not about, see, that's the thing. Morals are great as long as you're sitting on your couch at home. The second you're in that boardroom and you're not selling as many beers as you were supposed to that quarter, that's when we have to, you know, pivot and do whatever and throw away that person and throw away this person and do this and that and see who's making numbers right now. It's cents on the dollar. And you know what? These big corporations, they will nickel and dime you. They will throw away anyone who is not of benefit to them. So just remember, you know, your favorite show is full of terrible people who stand for terrible things. Well, are you still watching? Yes? Okay, then nothing's going to change.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the real world.
Yeah.
Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetie.
I'm gonna circle back on that.
I turned into James Charles.
Yes. Yeah, but I do think we also like, luckily we have the privilege of living in Canada, and I feel like maybe it's hard to speak on these things when you're looking from the outside in, because I don't know, maybe it might be tougher than it seems. And like obviously we're like saying like you're watching Euphoria and Sydney Sweetie's the lead, and it's like shameful for you to do that, but like we're in Canada watching, and it's like, you know, and it's like as if our hands are clean as well. They're not. I'm tuned in. I'm gonna be watching the finale on Sunday as well, so.
And I feel like while I'm watching Euphoria, the thing I'm ashamed of the most is not that Sydney Sweeney is a Trump supporter. I have so many more shames, and so much more to think about.
You just keep watching.
Well,
Just keep watching.
I have yet to get through the second episode of the third season. I don't know I started it like last week, and I have not been able to get through it.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate to this
And it
season.
does make me really sad to see Eric Dane.
Yeah, I know.
I saw him in today's episode, and I was like, it feels like wrong to watch, especially because you could tell that he was already very sick.
Mm-hmm.
And like watching the scenes, like, I don't know.
But I feel like he was
wrong.
probably like happy in those moments to be able to like see this character through, like knowing that he was going through everything that he was going through.
That, or was he contractually obligated?
No, I don't think he was. Obviously, like, I don't think they're gonna, cause like season 2 ended. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Season 2 ended with like him going to prison potentially. So they could have ended it off there if they wanted to. But I'm pretty sure he wanted to be involved in the show, and didn't want to succumb to the,
His illness.
yeah.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
But speaking of James Charles, I just wanted to go back since you brought him up. He released a third apology. Right.
Why?
He released a third apology. And honestly, can this be the last of him? Can we just not see him again? Is it okay if we all agree to stop watching James Charles? Like, who's watching? Who's watching anyway?
I feel like he needs to stop and just lay low for a while, because I don't think this is gonna be the end of him. He gets canceled once every 2 years.
He should
Once every year, maybe.
He should just go and do what Jeffree Star did and move to like Wyoming or whatever and just live on a farm. But the problem is
Jeffree Star is still posting.
I know, but like Jeffree's posting from a remote location away from society. But I think the problem
has a yak farm. Isn't that so iconic?
Yeah, he sells yak meat. I heard.
Really?
Yeah, he sells the meat. I mean, what are you gonna do with the yaks?
Me when I order some steaks with my liquid lipstick.
But I think the problem for James is that like, if he were to like leave social media and like being in the public eye, I think he'll have less young boys that he'd be able to access. So it's probably a problem for him.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't care anymore about these people. And also, speaking of the makeup community, a new scandal
Painted by Esther.
Yes, I did not think you'd know.
I knew because I saw her. Like, that's the whole point. Like, I don't know much about this stuff, but I know Painted by Esther, and I know Painted by Esther blush. So don't even.
Alani,
I know the look. Yeah, exactly. But I saw her video on my page like the hour it dropped on my For You page, and I was like, this is hot, and I was like losing my mind, and I was gonna message you about it, but I was like, maybe she doesn't know, but I don't know why I was thinking that. Yeah.
No, I thought the same thing. And here is another example of corporations stealing from creators. And actually, this has been a pattern with Patrick Ta. I guess we have just forfeited another brand deal / sponsorship, but whatever. At this point, who's sponsoring us? Like, whatever.
Crocs.
Yes. Oh my. Oh, I'm not wearing my Crocs. I'm not wearing my Crocs. But yes, I have Crocs. I love Crocs.
We want to be
Crocs partners.
We do.
But either way,
I'll die for
actually,
Crocs.
Patrick Ta has had some pretty like controversial. He has already had so many moments where he has been either collaborating with black creators without paying them, B, flying people out for like some sort of like promotional event that other creators have been paid for, not the black creators, or C, straight up just stealing. Also, transition blush. Try to steal my money another way.
Did you watch her video?
Yeah.
It was just so, like, the whole thing, like, obviously we know it as hers, but, like, she was even saying, like, I would never claim this as, like,
literally.
Yeah. I would never, like, claim to be the inventor of, like, something. It's just, like, a technique that I helped popularize. But what was so sneaky to me was that she said one of his partners or something asked to get glam done by Esther, and she wanted to record the process. That is so shady. And there was also the thing with like the powder puff or something. Did you hear about that?
Yeah,
that was also insane. She said, should we explain this fully in case someone doesn't know about this? Maybe we should.
Yeah. Okay.
You do it.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, in the beauty community, if you are interested in makeup, there is this big makeup brand, which it's by a makeup artist, which are usually the brands I like a lot, like Makeup by Mario, Patrick Ta. Like I like when there is a makeup artist behind the brand because usually the products are pretty good. Patrick Ta, I own a couple of his, like 2 or 3 things from him. They're pretty good, but basically he is a makeup artist who started a brand called Patrick Ta Beauty, and his whole thing, he actually was an innovator in his own right. His whole thing was these palettes that would have a cream blush and a powder blush, and he invented a technique or popularized a technique where you put the powder first, then you put the cream to give you a glowy look, right? So he did that. He released a whole bunch of other products over the years, every pretty much every step of your makeup routine, right? Recently he launches something new, and it's basically a sheer liquid blush and a sheer blush powder, and he trademarks the term transition blush, which, if you don't know what that means, like honestly, this is not even something I thought about till like last week, but you see, like, I'm like, my makeup is like super faded, but you see how like you can sort of see where my blush starts and where my concealer starts. Like it's not super well blended, but when you're doing like red carpet makeup, or like, you want your makeup to look better, it is a good idea to erase that harsh line and blend your blush where it meets your concealer, just so there isn't like a bright under eye and then there's just like a super pink cheek. It's kind of jarring, especially if you're doing a photo shoot on a red carpet. Either way, I digress. Long story short, he trademarks the term transition blush. Here's the sneaky part. Since the 80s and the 90s, Kevin Aquan, a renowned makeup artist, has been doing what is called the transition blush. So it's not a new thing, and he did not invent it, right? That's one thing. That's one prong of this fork. The second prong is, while the technique has been done since the 80s, a makeup artist, a black makeup artist who specializes in doing makeup for black and dark skinned women, has popularized that technique in the last year or two, where she does the, super bright cheek, and then she does a lighter, more blended in under eye. So wait a minute, this person popularized it, and now you're turning around developing a product that's
Right.
very unnecessary. You literally just need 2 blushes. You don't need like a whole bunch of like ritual to get a blended under eye, or you could just not blend it and just go out. You'll look just as good, probably, especially for every day. No one needs this for every day. Regardless, you go out, you first of all try to get her to come and do the makeup and say, oh, I'm gonna film it, da da da. You know what you could have done? Since she doesn't have a brand, you could have just been like, hey, how about we collab on this and you get a percentage of the profits? Okay.
Yeah.
You're already swimming in money. Like Patrick is not a struggling artist. He's not a struggling corporation. Everything he drops, people buy. So why wouldn't you just do right by everyone involved and just
Right.
be like, hey, Esther, would love to collaborate. Let's talk about how we can get you compensated for this, instead of trying to get her to come in and film how it's done. And then when she refuses, you turn around and you say, okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna. And by the way, when they told her to come in to do the makeup, they didn't mention anything about a product or a composition. So she didn't actually reject an offer to be up on the project.
Mm-hmm.
She only rejected an offer of them filming her doing the technique.
Yeah. And she said, too, she had, like, weird interactions with him before, and she was always kind of weary of him. So, like, when she said no, it was, she just felt like something is wrong here. Like, why would, because they originally booked her for just, like, glam, and then they were like, oh, can we also film it? And normally I'm pretty sure there's, like, whole other level of compensation involved for these kind of things. So she knew that something was up.
Yeah, especially if you're a huge corporation. And I just know they know that they have their butts covered because realistically, other than public opinion, she doesn't have a court case. Unfortunately, because it's really about who trademarks it first. But yeah, and that's actually a bigger conversation about patents and trademarks and the ethics behind them. And what if, like, literally with the Tina Turner lyric, the rapper and I had the same idea, and that doesn't mean I plagiarized him because I'd never heard his music before, but we also had the same idea, him before me. But does that mean that I now, like, it's because thoughts are like almost never original. What you thought of, someone else has probably thought of, but it's really about who gets the trademark or the patent first, and that's it's a much larger ethics of, like, it's a bigger conversation than we can have.
Yeah. Have you seen that drag queen on TikTok, Patty
Patty
Gonia?
Gonia.
Yeah, it's such a. I didn't watch her video all the way through because I was like, okay, not right now, later. But maybe I don't know the full story, but like, is Patagonia the brand wrong for suing her? I feel like maybe they're not. Because like the whole point of her name is like Patagonia.
It's a play on the
Yeah.
I don't know the full story, so I don't want to say something wrong. I will say she's not wrong to be called Patagonia if she is trying to come out with merch with that name on it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Like, you are purposefully
like, that's the whole point. That's why it's funny. It's a play on words.
it's funny.
Yeah.
And like almost all of the drag queens' names are a play on words.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like, literally a mandatory meeting. It's so catchy when you remember it because it's like, oh, it's a mandatory meeting. Like,
right.
And there's so many like iconic ones, and for it to be her drag name, I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you're coming out with merch, you're kind of like treading like a fine line.
Yeah.
I don't stand with anyone in this situation.
I don't know the full backstory. I'm not sure if they're just coming after her just because she's using the name or if there's like products involved. But yeah, I think Patagonia is like a region as well, a country or something. A region?
I'm not sure.
And they were like, oh, so the people of Patagonia can sue Patagonia, the brand, because they're using the name, which I don't really think is a fair argument because, again, it's the whole trademarks thing. But you know what?
Well,
Let's
if
look
Patagonia is actually a region, then
Patagonia
that actually
Nation.
sort of kills my argument. Then in that case, go crazy.
Patagonia Nation. Let's look it up. Patagonia is not a single country. It is a vast natural geographical region shared between two South American nations, Argentina and Chile.
So, that actually changes my argument. If that's the case, that's like a drag queen, like, calling herself San Fran, like San Francisco. Like, no.
But
You
like,
know what? I stand with Patty.
I stand with
Because if it's literally, listen, if you come up with the name and it's like not a place, then that's fine. But like, now that you're telling me it's a place, so who's to say that her name isn't a play on the place?
But I feel like there are other brands that are places, I feel like, hold on. Let me find my sources. 1 second. Imagine if we had a producer. What a dream that would be. Like a fact checker. The dream.
One day, when we're in the Michael premiere, we're gonna find a producer.
Right, yeah. The producer can take us to the Michael premiere. They're gonna elevate us.
Your Majesty, if you're watching.
Oh my God! Don't you dare! Don't you dare disrespect him like that.
Why? Why wouldn't he watch this?
No, but I thought you were saying Your Majesty can be our producer.
No, if you're watching this, invite us to the Michael premiere.
Oh yeah,
The
for
Michael
sure.
2. I wonder what they're gonna call it. Jackson.
Too Michael, Too Furious.
What?
Too Fast, Too Furious. Too Michael, Too Furious. That's the second movie. No. Okay. Okay.
Red Bull, if you're watching, sponsor us.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yes. Even though it's like, I would love for them to sponsor us. Although I did hear a fact about Red Bull that has made me like drink less of it. Oh my god, not me killing another brand deal, please. Red Bull, sponsor us.
So you're not gonna say the fact?
It increases your risk of stroke.
Well, I mean, those levels of caffeine.
No, I'm joking.
Come on.
I'm joking. You're gonna have to cut that out. You're gonna have to cut that out. No, you know what? And it's true. It's kind of like, you know, when you're like, oh, well, eating ramen noodles can increase your risk of cancer.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't everything?
Yeah. But at least Red Bull gives you wings, so.
That's true.
Right.
And it helps people study. You know, university students are addicted to this stuff.
Speaking of, have you heard of Alani knew what's been happening with their cans?
No.
No.
Their stuff is gross. Alani, if you're watching this, we don't want a sponsorship.
People have been finding mice in their cans at the bottom of their cans.
I did see that.
And it's happened more than once. I've seen like 10 different cans.
I did see that.
Imagine you finish your drink and you're like, why is it still heavy?
Glug, glug,
It's
glug.
a mouse, and it's a mouse in there. How does that even happen? I don't understand. Like, doesn't the can come shaped already?
I would check myself into the psychiatric ward.
Yeah, I would, like, that would be so traumatic. Like, I don't think I would be able to get over that for a long time.
That's disgusting. Like, you'd literally have to go to the hospital and get checked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine you're like, la-di-da-di-da, just another day, enjoying my Alani, studying for, my last final in university, and then you get the plague.
No, but, like, how can you clear your spirit from that? Like, it's like pickle juice, but the pickle is the mouse. Like you were drinking like mouse fluid.
Yeah. Fleas on rats, baby.
Fleas on rats.
I'd be way more
Patient zero.
What is Alana virus? No.
I'm
trademarking that.
Yeah.
No, literally, you
Alani
have to
who?
like that's disgusting. And also, their stuff is not very good. Like, I've tried it like twice. Like, honestly, drink a Red Bull.
You mean a Red Bull?
Sorry.
I'm gonna bleep that.
Yes, please. Red Bull Monster's disgusting. I know you're not very big on energy drinks, so like everything I'm saying right now makes no sense to you.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, to me, I've tried Monster like once. Disgusting. Not gonna try it again. Red Bull is up there. Red Bull, if you're watching this and you want to partner with us, come out with more sugar-free flavors, because I'm not trying to consume my sugar intake.
You know what? The next sugar-free flavor that you have, it's gonna be promoted right here.
Yeah, they have started doing more like sugar-free flavors, or like flavors that they put out as both sugar-free and non-sugar-free.
Mm-hmm.
But make more and collab with me. I could literally come up with something so good, but I'm not gonna say it until you collab with me. So
Right.
Reach out.
And they send us to the Red Bull games. You know, they have one. Like, I think they have multiple every year. They have them in like Italy. We'll go on there.
Wow.
We will do reporting on the grounds.
Is that the one where Hudson William was holding or is that the F1?
That must be F1.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
But anyway,
NASCAR.
I will literally drive the Red Bull truck in my city.
What a dream.
It's a dream.
What a dream.
I'll make your dreams happen, Red Bull.
Wow.
Please. And she'll start drinking energy drinks.
Should I send them a message? No, I drink, like, if I'm ever going to drink a energy drink, it's always Red Bull. Like, I would never pick up anything else. Hand to God.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Because it is so good, and they were patient zero. If you will. Because when you think energy drink, it's just like the most iconic one.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Nothing beats a Red Bull.
Nothing beats a Red Bull, and I've never heard of any mice being in Red Bull cans. So.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's so disgusting. Like, I spirit aside, like the whole psychological aspect of what you're saying aside, I would literally need to go to Turkey for a full body scan. Like, genuinely, I'd need like an fMRI, like, and that literally has nothing to do with like getting a virus.
I recently learned about this in a class. What does the F and fMRI stand for? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I lost it. What is it? Oh, okay. Right. If you didn't know, we have a biologist in front of us, so
Yes. So
with honors, with distinction.
It's true. Medical
worked
school,
hard
if you're
for it.
watching this. Love you. Genuinely, okay, nothing will delight me more than two things. A medical school admission from a hopefully Canadian university, or a Red Bull sponsorship. or no, three things. Michael Jackson 2 premiere. That actually might trump the other two. I care more about that.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful about a second movie, but I don't know. I'm getting nervous because
You don't think
Netflix.
they're gonna
Speaking
make
of
the second
Netflix, they're dropping that documentary. I'm gonna have to blur that.
Yes.
They're dropping that documentary, and how dare they defame? How dare they defame him like that?
Okay, can we do that again so you don't have to blur anything?
You know what, Michael Jackson's team, if you're listening, you can send us to wherever the premiere for the documentary is, and we will go and protest.
Oh, protest. I'm so glad you said protest because I was like, I do not know where this is going.
Oh God, no.
What in the world? I was going to mention it, but then I was like, okay, like you're probably over me blabbing about Michael Jackson the whole time. What verdict? What verdict are you hoping to reach? The man has been in his grave for like 20 years. Are you serious? Not a single arrest has been done in that Jeffrey Epstein case. Are you kidding me? And now you're trying to go after what we all believe to be a dead man. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein is dead too, but still, it's
What is he called?
It's so demented. I don't know. It pisses me off, like genuinely. And like they knew that the Michael Jackson movie was gonna come out way before like the audience did, so they started cooking up this thing.
Yeah, of course.
The verdict. I think the verdict has already been. He was acquitted. What do you want? They investigated him. They didn't find anything. What do you want? The documentary that did come out after his death reopened the whole thing. I don't know.
We don't know. Yeah,
I don't know,
true.
but in my heart I know.
Right. And I know that I would really love to be at the premiere of that second movie.
Yes, I will literally protest the documentary. I will literally come dressed as him.
Anything you want, we will do.
Anything?
Anything.
Oh my God, have you seen that Got Me Singing? Got me singing.
No.
Got me singing.
No, I haven't.
That's like
What
a
is
Jafar
that?
Jackson song. Oh my God, Jafar, if you're watching. Sorry. But yeah, basically they're like making fun of him and they're like, got me singing. It's a bop. Fuck
I
you
feel
guys.
like we could really get
No,
along with
bleep
Jafar.
that. I feel like I would get along with Your Majesty.
He was a big...
I don't know anything about
is-
Your Majesty
I-
except
is-
for his name.
How old is Your Majesty?
I'm not sure. Can you look it up? My phone is tied up.
All right. But I was going to say,
You're gonna have a
I
hell
saw
of a
something
time
on Twitter
in this episode, I swear.
editing.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's okay. I'll figure it out.
But
We
the
always
conversation
do.
flowed pretty well.
Yeah. What I was going to say is I once saw on Twitter that Jafar Jackson was like tweeting at Shane Dawson in like 2014. So I feel like we could really be good friends as children of Shane Dawson, as people whose brain chemistries have been altered by Shane Dawson.
What was it? He was like, imagine they... I don't know, like they give Rebecca Black your Kids
Oh
Choice.
yes, yeah,
They
yeah.
take the
The
kid.
Kanye thing, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Imagine they take your Kids Choice Award from Rebecca Black to give it to Shane Dawson, something like that. It's
Yes.
so funny. Oh,
Thank God that I wasn't on Twitter when I was like 12. Because I'd be tweeting some crazy stuff too.
oh yeah. He was 12
Well,
when
I
he
don't know how
tweeted
old he
that.
was. I don't know how old he was, but
No, I think, especially because Twitter, I feel like is the form of media that has the least censorship. I don't think
especially
children should be on
nowadays.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Like, even, I don't even remember what it was. I was like, oh yeah. I was on Facebook because that's where I get all like that's where whenever I watch like an Egyptian movie, I go on Facebook to see what other people are saying about it or like
Mm-hmm.
what the reviews are. And on Facebook, I was on Facebook like 2 days ago because after watching the Eid movies, and I was scrolling. I like looked up the name of the movie and I was scrolling, and tell me why like the I saw the most inappropriate short, and I was like, why is this on there? Like I could have literally been a child. Why is this on there? And it was like it wasn't censored or anything. Like, and I was like, I don't know. I think we should bring back like at least
Censorship.
censoring adult content.
Yeah,
Censorship,
yeah.
not censorship. In
Earlier
not
today,
censorship.
you were like free speech, free speech,
No,
and
I'm
now look at you.
actually saying I was being a critic of people who say we should have free speech and they selectively want to censor.
Right,
So
right.
you're saying we should have free speech, we should do this, 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 and that. But then when someone has an opposing opinion, all of a sudden you're saying, well, actually, we should say everything but that.
Right, right.
But obviously, there is hate speech, and there are things that you're not, that are obvious that should rightfully be censored. However, that's just not how the world works. Unfortunately, it's very, it's like you want to be gray in a black or white, but it doesn't
Right.
matter if you're black or white. You know what? Michael Jackson really soft launched equality.
Right, right. Sure. Sure.
That was too far. I apologize. You should
Yeah.
cut that out if we have a shot in hell at getting into the Michael 2 premiere.
We should. We should. I'll cut it out. Well, we'll see.
Thank
We
you.
want to stay authentic. We want Michael to
No,
take us
but we
as we are.
also but we also should focus on future jobs
Monetization.
potentially, monetization, going back to
Um,
school.
Right. But speaking of Facebook, actually, they have like really good creator like programs on there where you can make a lot of money. They're just handing out money on there. So I feel
Really?
like we should start making some AI posts about how like if you eat these 5 foods before bed, it's gonna kill you when you're asleep. Like my mom sends me TikToks like that all the time. But
You know what's
'cause
funny? My mom, she was like, if you kids want to make a good amount of money, you should find like a I don't even know what she said. She was like, you should find a popular page on Twitter and translate the content like word for word and then post it under a different name. And I'm like, Mom.
actually, that was a good idea up until like a few months ago because now they have this new feature on Twitter where like it automatically translates. So like you can see it and it was originally in Portuguese or it was originally in Spanish. So now you're getting content from like across the world and everyone's able to like join in on it, which is fun. We're a little late to the game for that though.
Yeah.
Twitter's all about like theft on there. Like just the reuse of content, just stealing other people's posts, making the same posts. It's just a
But are
game that
people
I'm not
making good
interested
money on
in
Twitter?
playing. If you have like a crazy amount of followers,
Yeah.
if you're pop based, if you're pop grave, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
But speaking of social media, go follow us on TikTok. We're TikToking it up. But other than that, thank you for tuning in.
And that's all she wrote, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please go like my TikToks. I've been feeling quite neglected by my fans.
And if you're here from TikTok, Wow, that's amazing.
Wow, full
That's
circle.
amazing. And you know what? You're gonna be the OG, and we're gonna shout you out, shout you out on that Michael 2 carpet. Don't you worry. You'll be our plus one, no problem.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Cyber Angst. See you later.
Bye bye. See you next week.